he champions you. I guess that's the thing to me, that like as a sometimes vulnerable, sometimes kind of, concerned actor, it's so lovely to have somebody that really champions you and the story and takes so much time and puts so much thought and energy and passion into these things that you just feel it working with him. You know, today we're shooting outside, and it's one thing to see myself in the wardrobe or one other person, but to look out and see 4 cars and 2 buses and a taxi cab and a group of 20 people all in this look of like 1952, 1953, the set dressing, like all of it, all of a sudden the world kind of expands, and you see the world of Carol, which is exhilarating. I think there's something really special about Richard, that he's his parents moved here, you know, so he's a first-generation American living in New York in the 1950s and has the opportunity to, at that time, have truly the American dream, to make enough money to buy a house and have kids, and wants to do that with Therese. And that's so wonderful to get to be that piece of this story as a guy who sees like the hope of his future. Therese is not having it. She's not interested. Her head is in other places. She's sort of continually diverting or changing the subject or putting up these small walls, and I just don't think Richard sees that. I think he's either in denial or he's just not putting it together. Oh, she's a delight. She's so wonderful. She's like kind of a hard exterior to crack sometimes, because Rooney's very focused and diligent and taking all these things in, but sometimes to be like, what are you thinking? Like, what are you doing over there? And she sort of, I don't know, cracks a little bit. It's fun to like catch her in that zone, but she's just lovely, just wonderful. This story could be told now or in the 50s or in the 1500s, or, you know, because essentially it's the story of a secret love affair, whether that's 2 men, 2 women, a man and a woman. And so that's the core of this story. I think the part that we forget now in looking back on this story is that it wasn't, in a way, it wasn't even frowned upon. It just wasn't even in the like day-to-day social experience. The idea that someone was gay, like it doesn't, for Richard, like it doesn't cross his mind that would, he's like, yeah, I've heard of people like that, but that's not, what are you talking about? There's no sense that would be someone he would connect with, not even out of being homophobic or, you know, just that it doesn't occur to him that would be part of his world.